Shalom. Give my praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, B'Shem Kakadash. The abundance to the apostles, Jim Master Ruwell, and shalom to all the faithful man that's always continually doing the work of the Lord. That's very important. You always continually doing the work of the Lord. You know what I mean? So shalom to the brothers. Now, real quick, I just gotta make this video real quick because I had to drop my sister off at her job and shit, which is not too far from my crib, which is probably like 9 minutes, and then not too far from here. Let me see, where's this at? This is Livingston. So you keep going up, you got the Bexley. That's where the so-called who's. That's their little main spot. You got all the synagogues. You got the homes, big ass, nice homes. I think the governor, or the old governor or something like that, lived there. But you can clearly see that the so-called who's got like the best part in Columbus. As a matter of fact, you look up the best place to live in Columbus is Bexley, according to the internet. I mean, but that just shows, the so-called, them guys. They got the what's it called? It's a lot I can't think right now. Not the fruit of the land. Damn, what is it called? It's a hold on. Give you it's a tip of my tongue, bro. It's a lot, kid. So no Genesis real quick. Watch, it's gonna be so simple too. I can't even think of the word. The bulk of the land. I know it's not the bulk of the land. I don't know why I can't think of it. Salakia. Matter of fact, that's actually 27, not 25. So like, bear with me. I just do this. The spirit just hit me with that one. Hold on. Fatness of the earth. There you go. So like, I was thinking of trying to figure it out, but yeah, the fatness of the earth. You can tell he got the fatness of the earth. He got the best cities. You know what I mean? Literally the best city, part of the city is fucking where these guys is at, man. Fuck out of here. But anyways, but they sold, I think excluded, this the word, they sold to themselves. So how the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, that's a different story. But anyways, and then so I dropped off her job and shit, and then she's like a nurse or whatever the fuck, and she used to be a travel nurse, going different places, but now she's in Columbus, and so she was goddamn. When I dropped her off, I was like, dude, it was like a fucking dude, security guard. I'm just, how we joke at security, like, top 5 security nigga taking the job too seriously. Like, it ain't all that. Like, you got guns, act like you a damn actually authority and some shit. But this nigga, he decked out. He got his pistol. He got a fucking vest. And it's like, nigga, it ain't that serious. And I was like, what? Y'all got armed security and shit? And she was like, yeah, because I guess at that spot it's only Jews. So-called Jews, and I guess they get a lot of threats. A lot of people, threaten to kill them and shit. And what scripture comes to mind? That proves to you right there that they're not the real people. Because let me get it real quick. That's a prophecy. Because the spirit of the Lord is the spirit of prophecy. Yahushua is all about the prophecy. All right. That's how we get answers. Isaiah 2 and 1, okay? Let me go to 2. It says, and it shall come to pass. Hold on. Matter of fact, this ain't the one I wanted. Isaiah 14. Matter of fact, that was actually the spirit. Because 8 is one of the main points. But there's a point up here too. Salakia. Let me go to 3. Says, so this is obviously talking about the kingdom. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou hast made to serve. So why is it that you have to have armed security, bulletproof vests, and all that shit? You got weapons. Why you got that at your? I think that was like an old people's home or some shit. I don't know. Mental health. I don't know which one. It look like a lot of old people, so I'm pretty sure it's that. So why would you, if you truly the people, the world should be at peace right now. You think in the kingdom of heaven now? If you want to have guards just for the show, because that shit just look hard. Like the scripture says, and I think that's Zechariah that the or is that maybe Maccabees, where it says the men of Israel were standing in their garments of war, but it was a time of peace though too. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Which that shit hard. Like I mean, if you want to just, you know what I mean, even like with like armies and shit, like it'd be time of peace, but they might still have parades and they might, but you know, but that's different though. They actually living with a life or death situation. Niggas can go in there and fucking bomb that shit because people really hate those people because they are fucking scum of the earth, really. But but yeah, that just proves, man, you ain't the people, because if you were truly the people, then this will become the past right here. The whole earth is at rest and it's quiet. They break forth into singing. You think in the kingdom we're really gonna be having fucking threats, bomb threats, and all, like no, we're not gonna experience that shit. So if it was that for that building, then they must have be experiencing life you know, threats, death threats, I should say, Salakia, with you know, in their schools and just their homes, period. So you supposed to be the best place in Columbus, but you ain't at peace. You got armed security. Like damn, nigga. That don't sound like you in peace to me. That sounds like you scared. You looking over your shoulder. Like that one. It's a song by it's a reggae song. I barely listen to it, so I think their name is whatever the fuck their name is, but it's called Bodyguard. And he was like, you know what I mean, being a bodyguard, I feel bad. Like you always gotta look over your shoulder. You wondering if this person got a gun tucked under. You know what I mean? That's like you ain't at peace. Like fuck that. I'd rather be at peace than to have always looking and searching. Do we think we gonna be like that in the kingdom? We might have guards standing outside our palace just for the show, maybe, because that shit that I might do that because that shit look hard. You know what I'm saying? Just for the fucking show of it. But I'm not gonna be worried about fucking Esau, freedom fighters, you know what I mean, coming, you know what I mean, suicide bombers or some shit. I ain't worrying about that shit. And even if they did do that shit in the kingdom, which they won't, it still won't affect us. We won't fucking get hurt by it. Alright? But it says, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee in the cinders of Lebanon, saying, since thou already laid down, no feathers come up against us. And yeah, that's most definitely happening right now, because they still chopping down trees and destroying life. Okay? But I think this is the one I really, really wanted. Um, is it? I feel like it's in something else. Micah 4. Start at 3. And he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations. Shall far off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares. So yeah, so what is that guy having a weapon? Like I said, I mean, weapon, because we like weapons. Like sometimes a man might have a weapon and would never fucking use it. Thank God. But it's just for the show. But them, they for real thinking like, I'm loading this clip because I might have to use this motherfucker today. We ain't gonna be thinking like that in the kingdom, man. Unless we just bringing out judgment. It says, and they shall bleed the swords into plowshares and the spears into pruning hooks. Nations shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. For the mouth of hosts have spoken it. So that's beautiful, man. You just chilling, bro. You just chilling outside under the shade of a tree, man. You ain't gonna worrying about assassination attempt and terrorists or just some fucking crazy ass nigga just walking down the street. Like, no, ain't gonna be like, hey, the scriptures, Isaiah 60. It says, violence shall no more be heard in their streets. There ain't gonna be none of that shit no more, man. So why the fuck? Why is there still death threats and shit? And they have to have armed security and because they're not at peace. All right, like the scripture says that the wicked have no rest. But the righteous, when we in the kingdom, the scripture says in Psalms 37 that we're gonna delight ourselves in the abundance of peace. It's gonna be so fucking peaceful. Man, especially the Sabbath. Imagine the Sabbath, man. The earth is already gonna be quiet. But imagine the Sabbath. You ain't gonna hear shit. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fucking for real quiet, man. But this shit right here, this ain't it, man. This ain't the kingdom. This ain't it, man. Those people are not the people, man. Because the earth is still at war. They're still at war. They have no peace. They got a fucking Iron Dome in their fucking city because they just got attacked earlier, not too long ago. Even though we know that shit was kind of, you know. But come on, man. That tells you that they're not the people. It just can't. It can't be. See, look, they shall no more be a prey to the heathen. That's a spirit. I just watched a little clip from Transformers. That shit fire. And I remember as a kid too. I used to always love Bumblebee, which he's still a good character because I like him because he's very faithful. You know what I mean? But like every little kid, Bumblebee's my favorite character. But growing up now, like watching this shit now as a grown man, motherfucking, what's his name? Optimus Prime. That nigga, he's prime, bro. That nigga hard, bro. That nigga stretching niggas, bro. But anyways, and that I just watched an edit today where he was like, I think it was the last movie they did. He was like, for so long we've been hiding and we've been the prey, but now we about to be the hunters. Which scripture is that? That Jeremiah, was that 16:16? All right. So we ain't gonna be no more prey to a heathen. We ain't gonna be like, you know what I mean? We gonna be hunted their ass. Okay? And right now, even though these so-called, who's is running the whole earth, they're still a prey. Cause that's proof right there. You getting death threats and shit, man. In supposedly the nicest fucking place in fucking in Columbus. Like damn, like man, in my city, my motherfucking home, ain't gonna be not a heathen in sight. Only time you gonna see a heathen that's near my fucking home is if they cleaning up the yard or some shit. But just like a regular normal citizen of fucking Moab City or some shit, you ain't about to just be walking around my motherfucking city, my markets. Hell no. The only time I'm gonna see you is if you being a goddamn servant with your head down, or you my concubine. Other than that, you ain't gonna be nowhere near me. But these niggas so-called, who's, bro, they fucking, bro, the hood is right there, bro. Like that place I just left from was, you gotta turn, so like, excuse me, but, the street, only you gotta do is go up the street in 1 minute, then you on Livingston. Livingston is the fucking hood, man. And then you go to the next street over, you got Main Street, which a little bit down there looks kind of trashy. But then you go up a little bit and it gets a little bit better. But the point is, Jake and everybody else is fucking so close to Esau. Like, niggas can literally walk over there. When the Jacob's trouble happen, what are these niggas gonna do? These niggas are gonna walk their asses way, you know what I mean, right there. Because it's right there. They don't gotta do much. It's not like they gotta cross a pond, cross a river, cross a goddamn. They don't gotta do shit. Only thing they gotta do is walk. Take a bike up there. Drive up there. You be there in literally minutes. Alright? Like, they literally, if you look at the map, they literally in the fucking middle of this shit. And it's small too. The area. What's up, fool? Fucking weird ass Edomite. See, look, a damn Edomite driving down the. This ain't no bad neighborhood right here, but this is like, it's like older Jake. But you just shot a beast of the land, devour them. But yeah, and these animals, you see that these animals hate fucking Esau. There's videos of a little fucking bird. I think it was it was like geese or a raven or something. I can't remember, but they was fucking pecking at this motherfucking small hat. For no reason. I don't think he even provoked the nigga. He just came up, he just ran up on that nigga and just started poking him. He was flying, he trying to shoot him away like a little bitch. Be a fucking man. Look at that little damn bird and swap that nigga. You couldn't see because you acting like a little bitch. You just swapping like a little female, man. But you supposed to be the people. Your ancestors, your forefathers supposed to be King David and them. Get the fuck out of here, goddamn heathen. But it says, but they shall dwell safely, and none shall make them afraid. All right, they look very afraid to me, and it says that multiple times. All right. Yes, let me read the last one. Rather than Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies. And, oh God, so-called you know who's all they do is fucking iniquity, man. You there's a map of Israel, and it says a map of all the pedophiles that escaped from whatever country they was at. I think maybe from America, but it might have been from all over the world. But they may have did some, touching little children in one country like America, and then what they would do is they would flee to Israel, and then they would be safe. Nothing would happen to them. They'd be safe. But they had a map of that shit, of how many people that actually did that shit. Or, no, I think I'm mixing two different things together. That's true too. There was reports of them niggas doing that shit and then they're fleeing to Israel and being safe. But the one I'm thinking about is a map where it showed all the so-called, well, not so-called, but all the, the people that love little children. You know what I mean? And literally all of Israel is fucking red. Like there's fucking dots everywhere. Like there's all of it. So that's fucking ridiculous, man. Those are the fucking vilest people on the earth, man. You look up who runs the world. Why do they own porn? Why do they own Pornhub? You supposed to be the holy people of the Lord. Why you own Pornhub? Alright? He owns every fucking thing. And look what's been pushed out. Nothing but wickedness, man. Alright? Neither shall deceitful tongue be found in their mouth, which this man has deceived the whole world. Like the scripture says in Revelation, you deceive the whole world. That's why we call him a devil. Because he's a deceiver. Right? The goddamn devil. Alright? For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. Okay? Bro. 15, Yahweh have taken away thy judgments. He have cast out thine enemy. The King of Israel, even Yahweh in the midst of thee, thou shalt not see evil anymore. Come on now. Okay, in that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thine hands be slack. Okay? And we, you go on and on, but that right there, that's not the case right now. Those people are living in fear. All right. And that was beautiful because that right there was proof. Cause I didn't even know. I dropped her off a couple times over there. And I ain't see no small hats at all. But yeah, man, that just proves right there. Those not the real people. The real people are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we also are scattered amongst all nations. So some of us do look like other nations, but that's what our people are. All right. But the truth is being revealed. Russia came out with that thing and revealed all the ancient icons of so-called black men. It's over. It's rats for Esau, all right? But anyways, hopefully with that, it's edifying of our praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bishop Kakadash, the Apostle GMS, Ruel, and Shalom to the faithful man, as always, continually doing the work of the Lord. With that, I say Shalom.